Bitcoin had a daily close below the 20 daily moving average. Guys, does that increase the probability that we are going to see something similar like this? I'm going to talk about that in today's video. We are going over all of the signs in the Bitcoin chart, and I will explain to you my opinion whether I think it is more likely for Bitcoin to see a bounce, to chop sideways, or to see a further drop, and if we are basically looking bullish in the midterm perspective. And I will give my reasons for that, guys. We are also going to have a look at the opinion of another trader. We are going to have a look at Phil B, a very good trader where I want to send some, where I want to share some ideas from. We are going to have a look at the funding rate, at the general sentiment, and so on. So this is going to be an important video, guys. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Guys, before we are jumping into Bitcoin, I want to thank every single one of you for the video yesterday. Yesterday's video got an amazing amount of views. We had 6,000 views, over 6,000, and we almost reached 300 likes, guys. So that is truly amazing, and all of your engagement, as you can see right here, helps us to push these videos to a broader audience, to people who need them. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to leave that thumbs up, guys. That is very, very much appreciated. Now let's dive into the Bitcoin price action. And like I said in yesterday's video, guys, the 20 daily moving average is going to be an important level. Getting a daily close below that level is quite risky and is showing us that we might be seeing a further dump. However, there is one wildcard scenario I want to share right here, which still could provide for a potentially bounce at these levels, and that is the relative strength index retesting the former resistance. As we are seeing right here on the daily time frame, we had a declining resistance. Right here we broke back above it, and it is possible that this level right now is going to act as support. And depending how you draw this trend line right here from this falling wedge formation right here, we still could be hovering around that support. So that would be the two arguments for a more bullish scenario, that we could be seeing a bounce right here. I'm going to share some other signals or some other characteristics that we are seeing in the market, which could strengthen that fact as well. We also have a warning signal actually. But basically, when we have a look at historical price action, guys, breaking back below the 20 has not always occurred in a further correction. As you can see, for example, right here we had a small close below the daily, but this is kind of a decisive close, right? And the range or the kind of structure that we are seeing right now in the Bitcoin price looks quite similar as the structure we are seeing right here. We had a drop, right? We had a drop, and then eventually we have a downwards channel where we're consolidating in. And the signals that were visible during this period, guys, are also quite visible where we are right now. So I want to go over that with you quickly. First of all, guys, when we have a look at the MACD, we can see that right here during this time we got a very shallow dip in the MACD going to approximately minus 4,000 or 5,000 levels. Here we had a bullish cross on the daily time frame, but as you can see, that bullishness was not yet expressed. We got that rally above the 20 daily, but that bullishness was not expressed yet until we had further consolidation, but eventually went up. So we didn't left this market structure. That's an important signal to take into consideration. Also, the relative strength index trending up during this period, begin period, but we still had the price continue to consolidate, and also eventually RSI coming slightly down but still creating bullish divergences, right? Then what we are seeing right now is the start of that something similar. We have the RSI trending up, we got a bullish cross on the MACD, just something to take in mind. Then next to that, and this might be even the most important signal in my opinion about the general direction of Bitcoin's price action, that is the funding rates. I've made a separate video about this, guys, and explaining you exactly how you can use the funding rates into your analysis and how this is such a great indicator for your trading. You can also check it right here at the BitMEX website. And what we are seeing right here, guys, is that we had over a amount of time negative funding rates, which we are seeing right now as well. And generally, guys, this is a very accurate bullish signal if this stays negative, because this basically means that the amount of shorters are higher than the amount of people longing Bitcoin, and normally that's creating buying pressure on the price of Bitcoin. And we can see it almost every time, guys, that, for example, at a long period of time, negative funding rates, eventually the price tends to drive up. Right here as well, the price is coming down. We have a amount of time, certain amount of time, negative funding rates, and we didn't leave this market structure, for example, have a breakdown. No, we eventually trend back up. And here we can also see the opposite, of course, when we have positive funding rates, when the positive funding rates are peaking out right here and eventually coming down, we are seeing the price coming down as well. And that's very logical, because the moment everybody is long, everybody's already positioned in Bitcoin. What leaves us with that in the markets? With more sellers. So the logical reasoning behind this indicator, behind this signal, is actually very rational, right? When the majority is bearish, everybody sold, which leaves us with only buyers. When the majority is bullish, everybody bought, that leaves us with only sellers left. So that is how the funding rates actually can have a great impact on your analyzers. So guys, that is also the main reason why right now I don't think Bitcoin will get another structured move, leaving this market conditions, this market structure basically, into a more bearish structure. And with that I mean like breaking this level and really seeing a further drop, Bitcoin going to, let's say, 30,000 US dollars. I don't think that is the case. It is still possible that is going to happen, but if that is going to happen, the sentiment needs to change first. The funding rates needs to get back to positive, and then it is possible to see such a move. But right now, what we are seeing with these signals, I don't think that is the likelier scenario. Definitely not. However, and this is a big warning signal, of course, it is possible for Bitcoin to replicate something like we have done right here. We had a huge dump, which resulted in this big buy wick, right? Eventually, we trended up. We broke above the 20 daily moving average. We came back down. We ranged right here. We visited almost the bottom of the wick right here, and then we shot back into an uptrend. Something similar is of course possible. Bitcoin can come down right here, consolidate for some time, and we are seeing the MACD trending upwards during that period. We could see the relative strength index trending upwards. The funding rates remain negative, and eventually we are going to see a breakout to the upside. But guys, before we are jumping into the shorter term time frame, let me quickly remind you right now, for all the traders out there, if you are interested in trading Bitcoin or variety of altcoins with leverage on the spot market, right now you have a limited time to claim a major bonus over on the Bybit exchange, which is a bonus of $4,100 US dollars and 10% discount on your fees. It is basically a 3.5% deposit bonus, and you have till approximately the first week of January to claim this major bonus, only available with the affiliate link down below. So for all the traders interested in that, you can find my link below this video. Then let's dive into the shorter term time frame. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. What we can see right here, and let me get rid of the indicators because we are seeing a lot of signals right here, is, and let me get also rid of the moving average, is that we still could be trading above the former resistance from the falling wedge formation, and we can see that the former resistance of this declining channel so far is acting as support at roughly 45,500 US dollars, and this is also going to be the main range that we are trading in right now. The main resistance is at 52,000 US dollars, which is importantly also aligning with the 21 weekly moving average. The main support right now is at 45,500 US dollars, declining over time because this is the former resistance, which right now sees a reaction. Is not really confirmed support yet, but it's showing some form of a support in the price. If we can break above the 52k level before the end of this week. That would be very bullish. If we can close this week above this level, that would be awesome. That would gain a lot of confidence back into the price. However, the longer we are trading below 52,000 US dollars, the more bearish it looks, especially when we were to get that weekly close below this key level. So this is basically the range that Bitcoin right now is trading in. And guys, of course, as long as we are trading above 45,500 approximately, we still could be setting a higher low right here, which means that Bitcoin potentially could still be in a uptrend. So guys, that is the bullish scenario. If we could do something like this, continue this uptrend, of course. The bearish scenario would be trading back into this channel and maybe even visit the lows of this channel, which might provide us with a nice buying opportunity if that situation does occur. But yeah, we will be going over that right here on the channel. So if you want to make sure you are not going to miss out on that moment, make sure to subscribe, guys, and hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video about that. Then guys, I quickly want to share with you another trader, the view of another trader. This time it is Phil B. Phil B is a very good trader. I'm following him already for quite some time, and he shared an idea with the price of Bitcoin right here. This was in the 5th of December 2017. Yesterday I've talked a little bit about it in the Dutch live stream. Was quite funny, but what we can see right here is that he actually predicted Bitcoin topping out around December 2017 around 20,000 US dollars, and he was actually quite right if you look at time and price. Also, when you have a look at the retracement, the white dotted line right here, the return to the mean, if I click right here on play, you can see that this guy just simply nailed it, right? He just came exactly slightly above 20,000 US dollars, and eventually we had a correction to those 3,000 US dollar levels. And yeah, so this was just a very nice published idea. Very successful, I have to say. And right now what he's saying with Bitcoin, and this idea he has been publishing on the December 28, 2018, is that Bitcoin is going to rally to top out in the first half of 2022. And the funny part right now is not that accurate, because this is just a fractal, of course. This is just a rough idea what he has been publishing right here. But if we were to click on play and we see what the real price action of Bitcoin is doing, then we can see that the real price action of Bitcoin right now is meeting time and price right here in his prediction. And this would predict that the first half of 2022 could be coming accompanied with a major rally in the Bitcoin price. And this is of course not the only chart we have to be looking at. There's so much signals out there on chain, other signals that we can have a look at. But this was just I thought this was just a interesting thing to point out, to see the view of such a successful trader who has a success record in the past. Talking about this in the first half of 2022, already talking about it in 2018. I think this prediction so far has been actually quite accurate. So big shout out to Phil B. If you're not following him, follow him over on Twitter. Very good trader. So that is something I want actually everybody here on the channel should be prepared for. We might not see it, but don't be surprised when it comes, if we are going to see a nice rally in the Bitcoin and crypto markets during the first half, maybe even the first quarter of next year. Then guys, I want to go with you quickly to the S&P 500, because the S&P 500 is actually going towards a resistance level, and that is that might be dangerous, but might also become the opposite. That's the exact reason I want to talk with you guys about it. So guys, the S&P 500 is initially looking bullish, setting new all-time highs. However, we are approaching resistance, and if we were to get rejected from that resistance, then that could be a moment we could see a further drop in the Bitcoin price as well. It's always more likely to get rejected than to break through this resistance. However, if we were to break through that resistance, that could spike a parabolic rally, as well as in the regular financial markets, as well as in Bitcoin. So that is something to watch. Interestingly, is if we go to the daily time frame and I were to bring out the momentum indicators, we are seeing that all the momentum indicators coming down. So we have the relative strength index setting lower high, MACD setting lower high, which basically are bearish divergences, right? Which normally when we seeing bearish divergences at resistance is not the most bullish signal. So that could mean that we could be seeing a rejection right here, but yeah, like I said, we still have to see. Another chart we can use for increased volatility is the fixed chart, the volatility index, which has been seeing a breakout right now, might be testing a support level soon. If we were to get a bounce from that support, then we might see a further drop in the S&P 500. If we were to go back into this channel, we might see a further increase in the S&P 500. To explain quickly, guys, what this chart means, this chart basically means is when the volatility index goes up, price goes down. When the volatility index goes down, price goes up. That's really simple. And you could have been predicting a lot of dumps in the S&P 500 and therefore also Bitcoin if you just looked at this chart. So right here you can see that in before March 2020, so the actual dump was in March 2020 in the regular financial markets, but also in Bitcoin. Right before that event actually happened, we have been talking about it right here. We had a breakout of the fix, retest of the former resistance into support, and there we got that confirmation, and that was in February 2020. So we already saw the fix breaking out, which basically means bearish for the other market, bearish for the S&P 500, therefore also Bitcoin. We already saw that happening right here. So this is a chart you could use to predict basically what was going to happen. Of course, you cannot predict the magnitude of the correction, but this was definitely a big warning signal, predicting already that dump in the S&P 500. But okay, guys, that was it for today's analysis. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, guys. If you all enjoyed today's video, make sure to scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button. That is very, very much appreciated. For all the traders that are interested in trading Bitcoin or a variety of altcoins, I'm recommending 3 exchanges down below this video. And if you sign up on one of these exchanges with my specific affiliate link, you can get an additional bonus. And on the Bybit exchange right now, you have 1 week left to claim a bonus of $4,100 and you will get a 10% discount on your fees. On the Femex platform, you can get a $1,200 bonus, and on the Prime XPT platform, you can get a 25% discount on your fees. If you want to know how these platforms are working, I've made multiple tutorials on those, even on the mobile applications of those platforms. You can find all of those tutorials on my YouTube channel page. So for all the traders interested in trading on one of these platforms, you can find my affiliate link down below this video. Then guys, I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.